Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to be talking about my emergency situation bag, my bummer bag. This is not survival of any kind. This is just for travel, for little incidents and problems that come up when you're traveling. This one is carry-on compliant, so even if you don't have TSA pre-check, this one will work for you. Everything in here is okay to bring on a plane. Now, this is my bag. This is, we call it the bummer bag or the kit. And I bring this along whenever I fly. I have a bigger one that I bring that's more comprehensive. That's only for when we check a bag. This one is great for carry-on purposes. One bag travel, it's a little too big. If you want to look, it takes up a little bit, it's a little bit smaller than a pair of shoes, basically, but I think it's worth bringing. Now, regardless of whether I bring this little carry-on compliant one or I bring the big Mama Jamma, I'll put a link below to a video about that one. I'm also gonna be bringing this. This is our walking pharmacy. I did a video about that. I'll link that below as well. I might redo that because I've added some things and taken some things out of here. But for a general idea of what is in this walking pharmacy bag, you can see the video below. I bring these things. Yes, I know I can go and get ibuprofen. I can go and get some of these things at almost any destination I go to, unless I'm on a cruise. Like Samantha Brown says, problems don't usually happen at 2 o'clock in the afternoon when you're across the street from a pharmacy. So these are things largely packed just to get me by until I can go and get what I need from somewhere at my destination or from wherever I'm traveling to. So let's get into this. This I got from Amazon. It's actually a really good dupe for the travel-on bag I use for my in-flight essentials. That video I'll put below. I'll link everything in this video below. It's a little bit bigger than that bag, but it might be a really good dupe. It's a couple of dollars less. I've put this bag together from different situations that could come up or different things that have happened to us while we're on our trips, and we needed something that was in this bag. I am a travel agent that specializes in Disney, Universal, and cruise vacations, so if you want my help planning one of those, my contact information is below, but that just means I travel a lot and I travel with my family a lot. So let's get into this bag. First things first, I bought it in this bright, they didn't have red, so I got the closest thing I could, bright orange, so that I can say it's that bright orange bag or that it looks like something that is helpful in case of emergency. It's just very visible, very easy to see in a suitcase. I put a little carabiner on the handle here so that I could hang it if I needed to. And then let's just unzip it. Like I said, this looks a lot like that travel-on bag. It zips out like this. Okay, and we'll just go section by section here. I love that it's hanging, so what I can do is take this, and when I get to my hotel or wherever I'm staying, I can just hang this up somewhere off to the side, and I don't have to, it doesn't take up counter space, anything like that, and I know where it is. So this first little compartment here, I have, and like I said, this isn't for survival, this is just to fix bummers. So I have a little bit of chapstick. So I have TSA pre-check, which means I wouldn't have to take this out of here. If you don't have TSA pre-check, don't put this in your pack. This is a bottle opener for a wine bottle. If you've ever been somewhere and stayed at an Airbnb or something and they didn't have a wine opener, that's a real bummer. This is TSA compliant, I checked. And if anyone ever were to give me trouble about it, a TSA agent, they're like $1. He can have it, it's fine. Okay, then we have toothpicks and tweezers. That's in that one. Now, everything is kind of by sections here. Let me pull this around this way. Noise, okay. Okay, so this is all by sections. So the first section here is sleep. So I have just a flimsy little eye mask, and then I have a set of earplugs for everybody in my family. Okay, this is communication. So I have a little pen, and then I have a Sharpie, 2 really great ways to be able to write things down if you need to. And then tucked in here, I have Post-it notes. Post-it notes are great if you need to leave a note for somebody in your party, if you need to leave a note for housekeeping, and also they're great for blocking out little annoying lights that you might find in a hotel room, like a microwave or an alarm clock, although you could just unplug that. Or any kind of weird little lights that they might have, you can just put a Post-it note right over that. You could also put it over a peephole if that's something you're concerned about. These little clips, I don't even know what they're actually called. Alligator clips, maybe? They work great for a whole bunch of different things, holding things together. Also, if you have curtains in your hotel room that won't quite shut, you can use these to keep them shut. Then I have different sizes of Ziploc bags and a rubber band. Great for a host of different uses. You can put wet clothes in these. You can put ice in them if you need an ice pack, spare food. These are great to have around. There's a ton of different things you can use them for. And when you have them, you'll go, oh, I have a Ziploc bag. I'll use that. Okay, let's get into this next part. Okay, this is the fix-it space. So just pop that up there. Fix-it and cleaning, I think. So here's what I have in here. Clorox wipes in case there's anything in your room you need to wipe down, or you run out of your ones in your airplane essentials kit. I have a little flashlight. Let's see, an eyeglass repair kit, very compact. A pair of nice sharp scissors. Now these are TSA compliant because from here to here is less than 4 inches. I have a lighter. I have some duct tape that I just took a piece of cardboard and I just wrapped the duct tape around cardboard. Duct tape works great for fixing holes in a down jacket or for fixing suitcases that crack, anything like that. You know, duct tape's got about a bajillion uses. It's always good to have some duct tape around. I have a little bit of very strong cord. Like I said, if something should happen, if you break a zipper, you can use this. You can use this to tie a suitcase together if you're a little worried about it exploding. You can use this to mark your suitcase if your suitcase happens to look like everybody else's. There's just a million good reasons to have this. You could also use it as a clothesline if you needed to. Zip ties and another rubber band. Zip ties fix just about everything. If duct tape can't fix it, a zip tie will be able to, or multiple zip ties. In here we have a sewing kit and some safety pins. Fix any of those little minor emergencies. Here are some gloves that I took and just wrapped up really, really tight and then put them in this bag and pushed all the air out of them. So if we needed some, they're not sterile in here, but if we needed some gloves because there's something we didn't want to touch, there you go. Okay, now this is a sink stopper, and I'll explain what we need this for in a minute. Now, Kind Laundry was kind enough to send me this as a sample. So full disclosure, they sent this to me. I didn't buy this, but these are laundry detergent sheets. These you can use not only in the washing machine if you decide to do laundry. That's a hack. A way to pack less clothes is to just plan on doing laundry. If you're at Universal or if you are at a Disney resort, I know all of the Disney resorts have laundry facilities, and I think all of the Universal ones do too. So to bring less clothes, you can plan to, like on your rest day, do laundry. Or if something happens and you need to do some sink laundry, these work for that as well, which is why we brought this little sink stopper. It's very small, very thin. It'll stop up, just as universal, so it'll stop up any sink. Or if you are needing to bathe kids and you only have a shower, and say the shower has like 6 inches, you know, clearance or something like that, you could use this to make like a little wading bath situation in a pinch. And then this, they also sent me, it's a stain remover bar. It's a really great way to you just get this wet, rub it on your clothes, and then rub your clothes and it helps get stains out. None of this is liquid, so I can pack all of it, carry it on. Here's what these look like, I'll show you. Carry it on, and I don't have to worry at all about liquid compliance. This is, you know, perfectly acceptable. You just throw that in the washing machine and you're done. A lot of Airbnbs may have like laundry pods or something like that, or, you know, laundry detergent that someone has kindly left for you. But my family has sensitive skin, so we have to be careful what we wash our clothes in. So I know that if I take these, I'm not going to have a problem with that. And I know that nobody's going to get a rash or anything like that while we're on vacation. Okay, and then a very small container of super glue. You can use this not only to fix, you know, things that are broken, but you can use super glue to fix your skin as like a liquid skin if you need to. Obviously, you know, look up how to do that properly, but it works for a couple of different things. Okay, moving on to this. Now, this is more like vanity, personal emergency kind of situations. So we have an assortment of feminine hygiene products, just in case. We have a small assortment of Band-Aids. This is an old gum container. So here's some medical tape. Let's shake out everything that's in here. This is a little thermometer. So in case I need to, you can put this on someone's forehead and tell whether or not they have a fever. Some moleskin, which is great for blisters. An assortment of Band-Aids, including blister Band-Aids. Some alcohol prep pads. And that all just goes in this little gum container. Then I have a lint roller. This is great because it's reusable. It's sticky and you get all, you know, to clean it, you just get it wet and all the hair will come off and then it'll be sticky again. Then we have hair ties and bobby pins. These are motion sickness bands. Now, I also carry motion sickness bands in my medicine kit, but these I just have in case I should have vertigo or something like that, not necessarily from a ride or anything I can medicate. These work for me really well, and I like that they're not the puffy, wristbandy, sweatband looking things. I have a small nail file, a nail clippers, which can also be used in a pinch if you need to cut open a package or snip thread or something like that. Nail clippers are great. And then lastly, I have this silicone stashers bag. You can put hot water in these, like boiling hot water from a kettle in your room, or you can put ice in these and they'll work as either a hot pack or a cold pack for when you have sore joints or someone hurts themselves or something like that. It's a great little lightweight option, but they stand up to both heat and cold really, really well, which Ziploc bags don't necessarily do. So that's it. Let's put this all back together. I hope you travel often, travel well, and travel safely. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments below. And please like and subscribe if you feel compelled to do so. It really helps my channel out. Thanks for watching.